Hey everyone, my name is Chip Marino. I'm an American living in Ecuador. Today I'm going to tell you how I registered my degree with SENESCYT, the education authority in Ecuador. Okay, now I'm going to go kind of quickly because it was a long process. I'm going to tell you the documents I submitted. Apostille diploma. I submitted a letter stating my college does not issue ISCED codes because an ISCED letter is required. My college doesn't issue those codes, so my ISCED letter was a letter stating my college doesn't do that. Okay, modality letter stating my degree was done 100% online. There's a list of degrees that cannot be done online. Make sure you check that and make sure your degree, if you did it online, is allowed to be done online. The next was a field of knowledge letter detailing what I studied in my computer science degree issued by my college. Okay, my transcript, that was not apostilled, but I submitted an official copy of my transcript from my college. A letter stating when my studies started and ended. A letter stating the degree progress I completed during 2024-2025. I graduated quickly. SENESCYT really did not like that. If you graduated faster than usual, oh man, they really hated that. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so I submitted all of that, and I'm just going to run through one more time. That was the apostille diploma, ISCED letter stating lack of ISCED code from my college, the modality letter, the field of knowledge letter, the transcript, and then a letter stating the date when my studies started and ended. Okay, after I submitted all of that online and waited, I needed a friend in Ecuador to go to Banco del Pacifico and pay $25 or $30 for me. There was no way to do that via an American debit card. There was literally no way to do it from the States. I had to have someone in Ecuador go and pay at the bank. So all of that took, I want to say about a month for the payment link to be approved, and I was able to go pay. Okay, so my friend in Ecuador went and deposited $30 for me. Then I had to wait 1 month because there was no appointments available in the Cuenca SENESCYT office. The next step was having an in-person appointment. There was no in-person appointments available. I waited a month. I asked in person when the appointments would become available. Finally, after a month, appointments became available for a in-person meeting at the Cuenca SENESCYT. Okay, I take all those documents after I was approved online. I go to Cuenca and meet them in person, and they approve everything. And they give me a receipt, and they say, in 2 weeks, you're going to be good. That was not true. So I forget when that happened. It was sometime in early June. On June 17th, someone from Quito, SENESCYT, emailed me, and they asked me for a lot of stuff. They were particularly concerned about how quickly I graduated, and I'm going to be honest with you. The analyst who was working on my case was asking for things I couldn't get. She was asking for letters from accreditation boards in the US. She was asking for letters from my college, and eventually my college just stopped responding to them because they want to work with your college directly at that point and not with you. And they were requesting, I think, new things each time, and my college stopped responding to them. What I had to do was go to a link called Transparencia Activa and find the list of employees of SENESCYT and pretty much detail everything I had submitted to kind of this analyst's boss and try to get help from somewhere else. So I told them I submitted my diploma, ISCED letter, modality letter, field of knowledge letter, transcript. I had the in-person appointment. I provided my college email and then the email of the authority of my college. Then they asked for the dates of my studies. They also asked for a curriculum of my studies, and I provided that. Then they asked me for proof my college was accredited and a letter from the accreditation board of the US, which I was not able to get. So at that point, I used the Transparencia Activa list of all the SENESCYT employees, and I emailed about 20 or 30 people, and I think one of the big bosses finally approved my case. How long did it take? June 24th. It took about 10 days, and they finally approved my case. I'm telling you, if I hadn't have done that, I don't think my degree would have gotten approved. So, all in, how long would this process take? For me, to get everything in order, it took me about 6 months of work to get my degree approved in Ecuador. If you follow this video and you know in advance everything you're going to need, it may take you as little as 3 months. I think the most difficult part about this is you have to go to the in-person appointment in Ecuador and you have to pay at the bank in Ecuador. So you start, maybe you go on a tourist visa, and you get 90 days on a tourist visa per year with a 90-day extension. And so I spent like 3 months in Ecuador working on this SENESCYT stuff, and I'm still just in the final stages of finally getting my visa, because this whole process took me like 6 months. So I really hope this video helps you. The key things you need are the degrees that can't be registered online, and the list of SENESCYT employees via Transparencia Activa in case there's any sort of quirk with your degree that could prevent it from getting registered. I really hope this helps you. Peace out.